Hi there. Pastor asked us to talk about peace, and please ignore the mess behind me because we are having all kinds of little things going on, and so this office has become a little bit of a storage unit. So, anyway, what I had decided to do had to do with Ruth, which is 4 awesome books, or 1 book in the Bible, but 4 awesome chapters. I encourage you to read it. Ruth and her mother-in-law had to leave after some famine had been going on in Ruth's country, and they traveled away. She traveled to a new land and stayed with, and it all kind of surrounded with peace. And she had peace because of how God blessed her from favor that she found. So read that. It's a great thing to listen to. But as soon as I had all of that kind of figured out and what to do, as you know, God gives you a real life situation where you can express peace or maybe not express peace. I went to the grocery, and as we know, that's been a struggle for finding the kind of things that you want, what's on your list, because it's not there half the time. And the store was late in the evening, and it was pretty depleted of most items, everything basically that I needed. But what got to me was this sweet elderly couple. The woman was in a wheelchair, and her husband was pushing a cart behind her, and she was just completely stressed and shaking almost because she couldn't find anything, and she was trying to figure out on the fly what she could do and what substitutions she could make, and you could see that stress in her, and it just broke my heart. But I became so angry, just so angry that people had depleted everything in this store. And here's this sweet couple that have given so much. They had been married 62 years. They were 80 plus years old. And an anger rose up in me that I really had to go put myself in the corner and kind of have a little come to Jesus meeting with Jeanie on how to keep your peace in a situation like that. And it's tough because you see people that out of fear are taking advantage. And I hate that. There's a peace that you can have in the moment of the worst fear. And that peace only comes from our communion with Jesus and how we balance that and have that daily action with him. And after that moment of being so angry that I wanted to go find every cart that had every item on this lady's list and just push them down, knock them over, and take it, I kind of contained myself and got myself to where I could just shut hell up and tell the devil to go back to his corner, and I'll stay in mine, and we'll just part ways for the moment and get through that. But I know there was a fear also that came with that for me, because this couple, I just wanted to do everything I could for them. And I started to pray for God to take care of their needs, but God's already promised he would take care of our needs. That's a prayer in vain. So I just prayed for extra blessings for them and asked God, of course, to forgive me for my instant anger and ready to punch a brother and take their cart and give it away, which isn't fair or right or very Christ-like. But that's kind of how all of us are doing right now. And the selfishness that you see, you try to find the good in what's happening. And I believe there's a lot of good going on, and there is peace that we can have because God is behind us in all ways, and he is there for you for everything that you need to do. And if you have to have a little come to Jesus talk with yourself, let me know, because I'm really good at having those and I can give you some pointers. But anyway, there's songs that have come to my mind during this time, and just keeping the praise music on and making sure that devotions are the first part of the day, and praying and praising and just blessing God, bless his name. What an amazing thing that we have, that we are able to communicate with him directly in such a wonderful capacity, that we just have that constant communion. And it's a gift, a pure gift. But there is a song that came to my mind today as I was doing something else, and the verse of the song, it's an old hymn from 1908, and I didn't have time to look up the background, but the verse is, "There's a peace in my heart that the world never gave, a peace it cannot take away. Though the trials of my life may surround like a cloud, I've a peace that has come here to stay." And that's what my wish for you today is, that you have that peace and you know that peace. And any of the pastors and staff at the church would talk to you anytime, and I would be happy to talk with you. If there's anything that you're struggling with, we're here for you. God bless.